welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be a story time. The reason why I'm in the kitchen is because I'm meal prepping at the moment and I have to watch the chicken while I do that, so I'm filming with my phone. My camera's dying anyway, so it's like the perfect scenario. So for this story time, I'm going to be talking about the Friday that I talked about in my 48-hour video. A lot happened, and it was kind of unexpected that it happened, and it had like a couple people worried, so I thought it would make a great story time for you guys. Rewind back to last Friday. So last Friday I made an appointment for my beautiful Cookie. If you don't know, I have a dog and her name is Coco. Her nickname is Cookie because she's sassy. So yeah, I made an appointment for her at the vet, and it was supposed to be her last rabies shot. So if you don't know, a dog gets the rabies shot in order to interact with other animals and, you know, make them safe in the outdoor area to make sure she's kind of, you know, protected from rabies. So yeah, last Friday was Coco's and all that she needed to go outside, you know. And my family and I, we've been waiting for a very long time to kind of be able to take her out and enjoy her in the grass and, you know, see her play with other dogs. Like, we hadn't seen her interact with other dogs, so we were excited to see that too. And so we were all overall very excited to see her get her rabies shot and be able to take her out, give her go on walks, you know, all the 9-yard things. So I made the appointment. I was going to take Coco to the appointment, and originally I was going to bring her to my job with me, but I didn't think it would be a good idea, her traveling to my job and then traveling from my job to the vet, because the key thing here, the vet is not near my house because we chose to stay with the vet that Coco's breeder uses. We basically went to that vet, and it's a journey to get from my job to that vet's area. So I was, you know, figuring out how to take Coco because I knew it would be a little bit stressful on Coco to take her from my house to my job then to the vet. So I decided to ask my dad to bring her to me so that I can take her to the vet, and it would just be one shot straight. But yeah, it would save her some anxiety and stress. So I met up with my dad, and he brought me Coco in the carrier, and until this time, like, she couldn't be brought outside, obviously, because she didn't have a rabies shot. So I had her in the carrier, I brought her to the vet, and we get to the vet, and here's where like everything just spirals. It's a hot day, it's like 90 degrees, 92 degrees I want to say. So it's a really hot day. Coco's hot, I'm hot, like everyone's hot. So I bring her in. It's only me, by the way. My dad had to go back because he does tours, so he had to go back to the office where he's working. I go inside, I make I sign in or whatever, let the receptionist know that I'm there. And Coco and I are waiting to go inside. Coco is a Maltese teacup. For those of you who don't know what that is, she is a Maltese extremely small dog. Her parents were extremely small. She's going to be extremely small. So when I brought her to the vet, they did a regular checkup, and they said that she was underweight. I was like shocked because I've been feeding her so well, but I wasn't feeding her the food that I was feeding her before. So the food that I was giving her before was Caesars, and the vet had told me that Caesars is no good for dogs. It's kind of like McDonald's for humans. So I decided to stop giving her Caesars and give her like some other food, you know, like healthier food, pellets, things like that. So we had switched over from Caesars to pellets and other type of foods. Now, when I brought her to the vet said she was underweight, and I was like, confused at first. I was like, but she's eating so much. And then she said that Coco was dehydrated. And this broke my heart because I personally take care of Coco 24 hours a day. I make sure that she eats and drinks, you know, and it broke my heart that she said that she was dehydrated. I didn't know what to say. And then they said that in order to give her a rabies shot, which is what I went there for, they said that they needed to rehydrate her in order for her little body to be able to withstand the side effects of the rabies shot. So, of course, I don't want you guys to think that I'm a bad dog mom or that I don't take care of Coco, because I do. I really, you know, my life revolves around her. I mean, I love her. We all love her in this house. But the vet did tell me that these dogs don't have a very big appetite. And so I have to watch her more than a regular dog in terms of her eating and drinking. And this is the first time that someone, you know, like, I was in shock and I felt like I was doing something wrong. And I was texting Anna, and I was like, Anna, like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. She said she's dehydrated, and all these emotions were going through my head. And then the vet said we have to rehydrate her because she's really dehydrated, and she basically said if we don't hydrate her now, she's going to end up with kidney failure and she might eventually pass away. So at this point, you can imagine I was not very happy. I was not very jolly. I was texting Anna. I was like, I don't know how much it's going to be, but I still want to do it. Like, we have to rehydrate her. We have to literally hook her up to IVs. Literally hook her up to IVs. Give her a shot for fluid retention. And on top of all of that, on top of rehydrating Coco, we had to give her the rabies shot. So I was a wreck because I wanted to make sure that everything was okay with my dog. One, I love Coco and I will do anything for her, and no price point is too large to make sure she's okay. One. And two, like, I'm sure that Anna and my parents feel the same, as in no matter how much it was, we would have done it anyway. So I gave the go-ahead to hook her up to IVs, make sure she's hydrated enough to take the rabies vaccine, and, like, how do you call it? Avoid any side effects. Yes. So I told them to, you know, go ahead with the rabies shot and go ahead with the IVs. We were there for, I kid you guys not, 30 minutes. There she is screaming at me because she wants my attention. Coco! Anyway, yes. So they hook her up to IVs. Cutie! Anyway, they hook her up to IVs, like, all over her body. Not all over. I'm exaggerating. They hook her up to the IV in the back, and it gives her a small liquid bump on her back. And on top of that, they gave her a liquid retention shot, which made her retain all her liquid. And on top of all of that, she got her rabies shot. So I was stressing enough on that, and then the nurse freaking stank like fish, guys. Like I'm talking that dirty, horrible. And I had to stand next to her to hold Coco down so they could inject her with the IV. It was horrible. She stank, my guy. She freaking smelled like, she smelled like the public women's bathroom or something. Like, she smelled horrible. She just did not smell good. And I had to, you know, oversee all of this, and it was scary. It was like, I felt like such a bad person because my dog was dehydrated and my dog was underweight. Anyway, fast forward to today. Coco has not had any reaction to the rabies shot. If anything, she's happier and healthier. She has gained a lot of weight. She even has a little tummy. So we're going to cut down on the food, but still give her enough liquids. So if you have any dog or cat or animal and they are suffering from dehydration, these are the things that I recommend, and these are the things that personally people have told me. Like, I don't know if you will find it on the internet, but I want to give you guys advice because it helped me. It helped Coco. She's drinking a lot more water than she used to. She's eating a lot more. So anyway, these are the tips. One tip. Give your dog, cat, animal that's dehydrated chicken water. Now, I don't know if all animals can drink chicken water, but I know dogs can. So you boil a chicken breast, you boil it to completion, and then you give your dog the water that it boils in, and it would trick them into thinking, oh my god, it smells really good, it must taste really good. It just tastes like chicken water. Like, I guess for them it tastes better, but for me, I mean, I don't drink it. But yeah, that's one tip. Another tip would be mix water into their wet food. This has helped a lot in rehydrating Coco at home. So what I would do is I mix her wet food with her dry food with a little bit of carrot, and then on top of all that, I put water. And so she's hydrating in both her food and her, obviously, water. So yeah, those are my 2 tips for rehydrating your dog and make them eat a lot more. Also, mix things into their food, like especially if you're doing wet food. Mix things like carrots. What else have I mixed? Lettuce, cucumber. But yeah, for small breeds, I do recommend wet food over dry food. But you can mix them both. I mix them both because, you know, I don't know if one has more than the other. But yeah. Anyway, this video is very long already. So that's my story time about last Friday and what happened to my Coquito. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you have any pets and what your tricks are to hydrate your pets or make them eat a little bit more. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of pet you have. How do you hydrate it? How do you feed it? What brands do you use? I'm interested in that. What brands do you use to feed your dogs? So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Not like this. This will probably be a one-time thing where I'm literally recording my kitchen because I have to watch the chicken. Like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let's dance party.